loves. So I am here to do a quick lip plumper review because I've been seeing this Plumpit lip plumper all over Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, what have you. And I am obsessed with lip plumpers that have the burn sensation, which I have heard this is like the most fiery hot of all of them ever. I don't like the cooling ones, the minty tingling ones. It's just not my cup of tea. If you like those, I know Tarte makes the Maracuja ones. I have about a million of those. Of course, when I'm looking for them, I don't have them on hand, but I do have about a million of those. Let me see. Actually, I do have one on hand. This kind of the plumping ones though. So, you know, if you like that kind of thing, but I know Lip Injection from Too Faced, which is one of my favorite glosses, is one of the more, burny sensation ones, but supposedly this is the creme de la creme of that. It is one that I had to order from the site. I did get it off Facebook, I think, link. There is sale codes. I think it was like no needles or something like that, 20, and it gave you like 20% off. And then after I ordered it, I did get a residual code after that for like 25% off. And I will link that as well, because if you use my code, I think now, it's not an affiliate code or anything. I don't have nothing to do with that, but it's just anybody who uses my code that I share it with, I think gets 25% off now. So feel free to use that if you'd like. I don't get any kickback or anything, of course. But I have used this one time just kind of as a disclaimer, because I kind of wanted to see how it burned, and it burns, okay? So it is not for the faint of heart. It is severe burn as far as that goes, like in comparison to the Too Faced, like this one is a extreme, and I have the maximum and all of the different ones that come in the different kits and stuff. This is 10 times more burn than that, if that's kind of what you're comparing it to. I don't have much other burny ones to compare it to. But I did want to go ahead and try to kind of put it on, show you how I used it, whether that's right or wrong or whatever. I kind of just followed the TikTok videos and show you what it did for me. I think it did a great job. And then I just put on a little lip liner kind of around it, a little bit overlined the lips. And then I actually used this over it because it did make my lips red, and I don't like that red look to my lips. So I kind of toned it down with just this little gloss, and I figured the added to it wouldn't be so bad. So it has been primed already. Otherwise you would have to click it several times to get it primed up, but mine's already been primed. So I'm just going to hit it once. And it's like a really thin slip. I'll hit it twice just in case. And you put it on, hit it again for the top. And I'm hopeful that you're seeing this, but when it goes on, just to kind of let you know, it feels like water. I mean, it's that thin. So if you're expecting it to be like a heavy, thick, glossy feel, it doesn't, okay? And I've seen people like let this dry. It dries like super quick, and then let it dry for like a second or two or three, and then put on a second coat. So that's what I will do. But again, you know, when you're first opening it, like I said, I have used this before, so I just had to push it. But when you first do it, you'll have to prime it several times, but just do it slowly because it will out of nowhere come up and you don't want to lose a lot of the product. I think this was like 20 bucks for one. They have a special for two for like 30 something. I'm not really sure, but again, I got it on sale. There's always some sort of code. And again, I will link a code to get you like, I think it's 25% off now. Or I will at least link the code that I see on Facebook that's like 20% off, whatever. There's always some kind of code. So I will say that shipping did take some time because it does come from somewhere, I think in the UK. So it took probably about a week and a couple days for me to get it here in the States. Which for me is a long time because I'm used to Sephora or whatever that I order from, or Amazon being here next day delivery. So I'm going to go ahead now and put on a second coat, one click here. And I do want to also say, that I did, sorry about my cat back there. He's really playing with his toys and going to town. I did prime my lips by scrubbing them with a scrub. And I just use this Aceology scrub that I just happened to get in like a BoxyCharm Ipsy type box thing. So I just did that because I had a lipstick on all day and I wanted to kind of make sure I had good, fresh lips to go on with this on. And I'm really not using any more product. I'm just kind of making sure that that's rubbing in. And I can tell you that it is starting to burn. And I can tell you from my experience before, again, because this isn't my first time using it, I did want to make sure that I did this on camera for a second time after I'd actually used it the first time. Because one of the questions that I had for everybody when I was doing this, or ordering this, rather contemplating ordering it, because it is a little bit pricier than like some of your cheap ones that you can get, you know, in the store, was how long does it last, right? Because one of the big things is, oh, this is getting really, really hot. I'm telling you, this one really burns, okay? And I'm one who really likes the hot, you know, but I mean, this really burns. But one of the things is if you're going to spend that kind of money, you want to know, does it last? And I can honestly say that I asked that question to everybody who put their thing up and no one seemed to answer that for some reason to me. And I saw other people asking that. So for me personally, I felt like, and again, you know, sometimes when you feel the burn, your mind tells you, oh, it's swollen, you know, or, oh, it looks big, or, oh, I feel it. And I, you know, even, you know, it may not be feeling that way, right? But to me, I felt like my lips were really juicy looking, really big looking, really, you know, full and plumped. I really felt that. And I felt like it lasted for a good, like probably 4 hours at least. And I am one who is constantly drinking water. I drink gallon plus of water a day. So, I mean, my lips are constantly, I'm not one who can keep glosses and lipsticks on no matter how long where they are. I'm constantly licking my lips. I'm constantly biting my lips. So for something at all to last for me for that long is saying a lot. So I feel like it really did last. So if you were like going out and you wanted it to last without having to do a lot of reapply or this or that. And the burn, the residual burn, it's burning now. And I felt like the burn lasted a good, like, I was still feeling it. It obviously will kind of tone down, but I felt like the burn lasted a good, like 10 to 20 minutes, that I felt like a good consistent burn. And then it started to fade a little bit, but my lips stayed, you know, plumper or more swollen looking to me. So I do, you know, feel like I definitely was getting, you know, a good usage out of it for that. And then of course, you know, as you put on a gloss or whatever else, or overline your lips, whatever you feel like you normally would do with the process, I don't feel like that made any difference with the efficacy of this product. So I am absolutely in love with the product because I feel like it really, really made a difference. Personally, that's just my opinion. Of course, like I said, a lot of times you get in your head and you feel like you want to see it work. You also are like, I feel this horrible burn, so I believe it's working because I feel it burning. It's kind of like, you know, I know that scratch is itching, so it's got to be healing, you know, just one of those kind of psychosomatic situations. So I'm kind of like letting you be the judge, and please let me know in the comments, you know, A, have you tried it? B, have you seen these reviews before? Did you notice anything? If you haven't tried it, you know, which ones are your favorite lip plumpers? You know, what do you recommend instead? Or, you know, what do you think is the best lip plumper on the market? Let me know all these things because I will try them. I love lip plumpers. I'm obsessed. And especially the burn ones are my absolute favorite. And if you notice that my face looks like it's plumper, you know, my lips look plumper at this point, please let me know. Or if you think it's in my head and you're just like, no, I just absolutely think that this is all mental, psychosomatic. It's really not done anything but maybe just make your lips redder, but not any bigger. Fine, tell me that as well. But I'll try to like kind of zoom in here. But I definitely feel like, and it may be partly too, honestly, and I will say this, and I have heard other people say sometimes that with certain lip products, it causes them to hold their lips a certain way because of the burny feel, the burning sensation. I can tell you to like smile burns even more. So I do notice that I hold my lips a little bit more pouty, not on purpose as much, just because of the way that it feels. And so maybe it just makes my lips look poutier. But like, I mean, they are on fire right now. And I did notice that they continue to develop. I mean, we're at 10 minutes post on this video, and I don't want to keep you guys forever. So I will, you know, certainly in the comments, you know, put, you know, how they did later, of course, if there's any difference. But like I said, I do think that they continued to kind of plump over the next, maybe like over about a half an hour. And then that was probably about peak. And then that lasted about 4 hours. That is my experience personally with the one time that I've used it. And I've only used it once. This is my second time. But again, I do feel like it has made my lips look plumper. And then, you know, what I did is I tried to like, let me see if I have a, let me grab a mirror here. Sorry. Just going to use the mirror in this Huda palette. And I'll try to like line it a little bit with this, whatever I've got right here. So forgive the colors and whatever else, but I'm just going to try to do a quick line and put some of this the Too Faced plumper over it, because I have tons of this and I like it because this one kind of has like a champagne-y shade and it kind of adds to the burn feel with it, which I know that's insane. You're probably like, why the heck do you want to keep burning your lips even more and more? But I do enjoy it. But I do think that this definitely has made my lips look plumper. So please do let me know in the comments if you think it really did help, if you think it made my lips look plumper, or if you think it's all in my head, if you think I'm crazy. If you think they look the same as they did in the beginning of the video, if you rewind it and you're like, nope, nothing changed, looks the same, just different color or something, you know, that's fine too, but let me know. But I definitely am happy with it. I definitely feel like it's plumped my lips. I definitely feel like the burn, if nothing else, in my brain makes me feel like it's working, and I love it. So again, I will link it below. I will give you, I think the code is 25% off. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it said if I share mine, so other people can also try it out. And they had a couple different kinds, by the way. This is the Ultimate Volume. They do have one that is like a newer one that is like something hyaluronic or something like that. It's supposed to help with your lip health or something. I don't know, but it's supposed to also kind of be really, really good for your lips. So anyway, here's the final product. I think they look great. I like them. Hopefully you do too. Anyways, I hope to see you back soon, and hopefully you will like that. This is the Plumpit lip, and I hope to see you back soon. Enjoy. Bye.